based in New Delhi and Calcutta. If you think I'm joking, it will happen. Now, I promised I'd only speak for 20 minutes, and I've actually spoken for 25, and I can see that some of you are beginning to drop off your chairs of boredom. So I will conclude. It gives me no pleasure to have a go at the Conservative Party. As somebody once said, it was Enoch Powell, I was born a Tory. I'm a Tory to my fingertips. I believe that the traditional Tory take on this country is the right way that we should be governed. But it's a take that requires the minimal involvement of the state in every respect, not just in economics, but also in our personal liberties and everything else. I don't want to have an identity card. I don't want to have to prove that I have a right to be in my own country. I find that absolutely iniquitous. I also don't want to be ruled by Brussels. I don't want to be ruled by foreigners. I want to be ruled by people that I can vote for. Now, if the Conservative Party got up with that relatively simple message of democratic self-government, low taxation, and the rewarding of enterprise and hard work, it's not everything, but it's a really good start, and it's certainly nothing like we have had in the last 12 years. It's what those of us who, and I think we all do, remember the Thatcher years, remember that this country was run along most of those precepts in the 1980s. And they were the most successful years of my lifetime for this country, and probably some of the most successful years in this country's history since the Tudor period. Now, that's the Conservative Party's choice. It either imitates the Labour Party, it wins the next election by some means or other, I think it might well do, and it says we'll be like the Labour Party, in which case it will be out of power again within a few years, leaving behind it a very distressed country. Or it says we will be radical. We will really trust the people because we'll give them their money back and let them grow this country in the way that it should be grown. That's the choice they have to make. It means Cameron liberating himself from focus groups, liberating himself from the tyranny of the advertising men who advise him, and also liberating himself from the clique that surrounds him in the Conservative Party. I mean, can you understand any more than I can why really brilliant people like John Redwood and Michael Fallon, John Whittingdale, aren't in the shadow cabinet? I'll tell you why they're not there. It's because, madam, you took the words out of my mouth. It's because Cameron is frightened of them, because they are cleverer than he is. They have an orthodox, free market ideology. They don't agree with his placid, liberal Democrat approach to the running of this country. I'm going to conclude with something. It's not Roosevelt, it's Enoch Powell. I'd bring him up again. At the 1968 Tory Party conference, one or two of you might even have been there. It's almost my favourite piece of film of him, where he says, too often today people are ready to tell us, this is not possible, that is not possible. I say, whatever is in the true interests of our country is always possible. We have nothing to fear but our own doubts. He was right when he said that 40 years ago. We need to do it now. There's a lot of very difficult decisions that have to be taken, but they're about making this country free, they're about making it prosperous, they're about making it safe, they're about making it democratic. Why won't the Conservative Party take them? Perhaps if people like us make enough noise, one day they will. Thank you.